And we have with us tonight Madam Beth Rebecca Alexander, mother of the twins Benjamin and Samuel. So tell us what exactly is going on for people who may not be familiar with the case.
My children are 12 years old now, and they're about to celebrate their bar mitzvah in June. I'm not sure of the date because I've not been informed about the celebration, the date, anything to do with anything that's going on in their lives.
When I first visited Vienna, I was absolutely shocked to discover the cover-ups, the lies, the xenophobia, the intrigue. It was unbelievable. I would never have believed it had I not heard and seen it for myself.
The issue is here in particular to safeguard children in captivity under a sadistic regime.
I've been lied to by a prominent rabbi in the community. I spoke to the then chief rabbi, whose only answer when I asked him to intervene on Beth's behalf was, "It's too complicated." This seemed to be the answer from everybody.
The community keeps saying, well, there's a court order in place. What do you want us to do? And we all know how that court order was obtained. It was obtained illegally.
Here we are confronted with a situation that we have really a biased community, a community who has done everything in their position to go against her, to drive her out from Vienna. The rabbis, the presidents of the communities, all together.
They employ such destructive tactics that you're too broken. They break them and they silence them.
Even the major leading officials dealing with the Austrian war scandals like Natascha Kampusch or the victims of Mr. Fritzl, those officials told me that when they see this case, this is a very, very shocking case and it's really a cover-up.
It's the most horrific feeling as a mother to know that your children are being abused and you're completely powerless and you're screaming from the rooftops for help and nobody will listen to you.
The whole issue here is from A to Z is that the Israelitische Kultusgemeinde, the Jewish community there, have put all their infrastructure to the disposal of the husband, that the courts should not have the courage to give for Madame Alexander her minimum, most obvious rights, for the only sin that because she is British.
Actually, it's not. The Austrians were very good to me. There were many kind, caring Austrians that went to the ends of the earth to help me, social workers, doctors. They could see that justice wasn't being done and they were trying to support me, and the Jewish community were actively working against them. So in this case, it's not the Austrians who are against me, it's the Jews.
Some listeners might wonder why the establishment in Austria is so keen to support the Jewish community there and override even legal matters. And I'd like to offer an opinion which I think is not incorrect. There is a guilt complex here because of what happened during the Holocaust, and they tend to move heaven and earth to be seen to be supporting the Jewish community, very erroneously sometimes, as in this case.
They use this German term, Kindeswohl, in the interests of the children, and nothing could be further from the truth. None of this is in the interest of the children. How can it be in the interest of the children to deprive them of their mother?
I would rather give a very special appeal on Mr. Ronald Lauder, the son of Estee Lauder. He is the most influential figure internationally, who would, one phone call from him to Vienna would be extremely helpful, because the children are being captive hijacked by the Jewish community in Austria in his houses. If he gives one phone call to Vienna, this whole issue is solved.
The community has sided with Dr. Schlesinger purely because he is one of their own and because Beth is an outsider. And this seems to be the general attitude in Vienna, possibly in Austria as a whole. They look after their own. Anybody from outside, they try to drive them out and ensure that they don't get justice.
I fought back, which they never expected. And they also thought 5 years ago when they drove me out, they thought they'd broken me for good. They never expected me to make a comeback like this.
Yeah, Rabbi Friedman actually made a pledge, which was our front page headline on Friday. He said, "I will reunite Beth with her twins." And he is very confident. He told me that he will.